Hello there guys, my name is Jacobite007 and welcome to Jacobite007 Studios, where today we are here to bring you Train Simulator 2020. This is brought to you by Dovetail Games, the TS20 version. Granted it does say 2019 down there, but I can assure you this is the 2020 version of the game. You can tell by the background. Today what we're going to be doing is a career mode on the Liverpool to Manchester, Piccadilly via Warrington Central. And the route that we're going to be doing today is the off to Warrington. It's going to be a clear autumn day at 8:55 in the morning, and we are going to, so it says here, starting at Liverpool, this is a morning rush hour service calling at all stations to Warrington. You can see I've done this before, however I haven't completed it because I think I cleaned out my my profile, so we'll have to do this all again. This is to basically show you the route that goes from Liverpool to Manchester Piccadilly, and it's a route that has given me a lot of satisfaction. I do like the route, and the Class 158 Regional is actually the same train that is used for the South Western Railway livery. I don't know if they've got a version on here of it. That's the one. So I've actually been on this train. So this is the Class 159. However, they do have a Class 158 in the Southwestern Trains livery, and it does look similar to that. And it's a two-carriage train, which you will see which ours will be, and it's liveried like that. And I've been on it in real life. I went to college. When I went to college, I went on the train to and from college on the 158s. So off to Warrington we go. This video, it did say 30 minutes, so hopefully this video won't be too long. It will be at least 30 minutes long, so I'd probably expect the video to be maybe about 40 minutes long. Just waiting for this damn screen to load. I don't know what map that is. Personally, I'm not really into the American or the steam train railways. I mean, I have bought like the Bristol to Exeter route that has actually got some steam trains on it, like these two. However, I'm more of an electric and diesel train person, I guess. So, starting Liverpool this morning. Let's try that again. Starting at Liverpool, this is a morning rush hour service calling at all stations to Warrington. Okay. Right, that's not what we want. Allow passengers to board here at Liverpool Lime Street before continuing to Warrington. So we're going to let the passengers on by pressing the door button, and that will open the doors. Set the cameras up. We have got our lights already set up for us, and I believe, yeah, that's us going. There is no guard buzzer, so we're going to take the brakes off, AWS, and we're going to accelerate out of the station, leaving at 15 miles per hour. And as you can see, our next station stop is Edge Hill. That's going to be approximately about a mile's time. Then we're going Moseley Hill, West Allerton, Liverpool South Parkway, Hunts Cross, Halewood, How Green, Widnes, Sankey for Penketh, and then Warrington Central. So we're not actually going to Manchester Piccadilly today, we're just going to Warrington. And Warrington is in approximately 18 miles, so that's going to be at 9:35. So yeah, in approximately about 30 minutes time. As you can see up there, the train is maxed out at 90 miles per hour. So so we're not going to be going much faster than that. Just going to apply some slight pressure here to get up on the speed. We're hitting the 30 mph speed limit board, but we're not allowed to go 30 until we're past that board, so we can go 30 now. That's something called an AWS ramp and an AWS alarm. So when you hear a ping, it means there's a green signal in front. If you hear an alarm go off, you have to push the button straight away. The AWS button, which is this one here, where you press Q on the keyboard. And it basically indicates to the driver that there's a signal coming up that is requiring knowledge. So it's either going to be a yellow, a double yellow, or double yellow, a yellow, or a red. Or for that instance, you could even have a yellow with a flashing light, a double yellow with a flashing light, feathered light. Just any signal that's not green, it signals an alarm. So we're going over the speed limit here, 32. I'll take the accelerator off. Coast. I mean, we probably don't need to accelerate anymore because we are coming up to Edge Hill platform 3. So we can just coast. We scheduled there for 9 o'clock. It says the ETA estimated time of arrival is going to be 8:59. Accelerate a little because we have lost a bit of power. And this train does have good brakes, so we don't need to worry too much about braking too early. And we're going to try and aim to see if there's a 2-car platform stop sign on the platform, because usually there should be. Nope, it doesn't look like there is, so we're just going to have to stop in the centre of the station platform. Getting a bit of lag here. That's a nice stop. Press T, and then if we go to the external view, you will see the doors have opened. Hopefully the so the doors on both carriages have opened. I'm not entirely sure why we're getting a bit of lag. That might be due to the train next to us. Okay, take the brakes off. Accelerate to 30 miles per hour. So there's 3 signals here. This is the signal we need to look out for because it's directly above our track. Because we can see there's a track here. The signals are always up and then to the left, so we are clear to depart. And this time our station stop's going to be Moseley Hill, platform 1. We need to get there by 9:06, and we've got 2 miles to do it in. Usually in this game you do a mile a minute. Oh, we are speeding massively. Jack didn't realise that. Back on track. Nothing like a bit of speed. A bit of Jeremy Clarkson. Speed. So that beeping sound indicates that we got a green signal, which we have, and then we're coming up to an 80 mph speed limit sign. Again, we're not allowed to go over 80 until we've passed that sign. Coming up to Mersey Hill, so we can take off the accelerator as we're going downhill anyway, so the train's naturally going to accelerate. Going to go ahead and apply a bit of braking. Take off the brakes, just coasting to the station. Aim to hit the platform with 425 mph. And if you can see on your screens, there is a S sign to the right. That is to indicate to the driver of the train to stop in that location. So we're going to try our best to. There we go. So there's the S sign. Ideally we should have been a bit in front, but never mind, that is perfect. Both carriage doors are open, which is nice. That's what we want. So we can take the brakes off now. Accelerate at 70 to 80 miles per hour out of the train station. coming out to West Allerton, platform 1. And obviously because we have a double flashing 2 yellow aspect signal, so I should have said a 2 double yellow flashing aspect signal. Up ahead we have to press the AWS. I don't know whether we're going to stop here in time. We haven't got any handbrakes. Just going to have to hope and pray. Okay, we can take off the brakes now. Creep up to this S sign. And beautiful. Awesome, take the brakes off, accelerate to 80 miles per hour. We are going to Liverpool South Parkway in about a mile's time, so we won't be accelerating up to 80 this time either. I doubt we will throughout the whole journey tomorrow. So it's a all stopping service. So usually when it's an all stopping service, there's all the platforms are quite close together, especially on busier routes, because you have stations dotted all over the place. And we do have to take into consideration that we did pass a double yellow flashing aspect. So what that means is that there's going to be a diversion ahead, which implies that the next signal we're going to see is going to be at a single yellow aspect. And then the one at the station will be a yellow aspect with a feathered signal. So a flashing aspect, all it means is just that we're going to be diverted off this main track onto another. Now we're going 46, so we can press step 1. Again, apologies for the lag. I don't usually get lag when I play this game, but today, for some reason, I am. So as you can see in the distance, we've got a yellow aspect with a feathered signal going to position 1, which is known as obviously left, so just normal folk. I haven't seen a stop sign yet. There is a 4-car platform sign next to us on the left, so we're going to try and aim for that. There we go. So basically the rules for the... I don't know why it's so laggy. The rules for the stop signs, the car stop signs, basically you have to go to the S if there's... well, technically, when you're approaching a station, you should always look for however many carriages you have. So because we've got 2, we should be looking for something like this that says 2 car stop. If you don't see a 2-car stop, or you don't see one that's got your carriages on it, you stop at the first one you see. If there isn't any, then you stop at the S, which should be located at the end of the track. And then if you're on a high-speed train, it will come up with a HST board with either 2+8 or 2+7. And that indicates that you're carrying either a 10-car carriage high-speed train or a 9-carriage high-speed train. Obviously, I think it's the cafe which gets taken off. So we're leaving the station at 20 miles per hour because that's the set speed limit for leaving. Obviously, as you can see, we're diverting off the main track. But because we have seen that the past signal was... I don't know, why is it so laggy? I don't understand. I do very much apologise. I don't know what it could be. I haven't got any background apps on. God, it's painful. where it's green. So what I was trying to say was the previous aspect, because it was a single yellow, it should have been the next. What that's telling us is to expect a red signal, because the aspect signalling on a four aspect signalling, you get a green, a double yellow, a yellow, and then a red. But because we passed the yellow, which has got a feathered aspect on it, we need to presume that because it wasn't flashing, that the next signal is going to be red until we can see otherwise. So the speed limit is 30 miles per hour at the moment. So we're creeping up to an 85 zone. There we go. And then we're coming across Hunt's Cross in approximately a mile's time. Okay, we can take the accelerator off, apply step 1 braking power. Hit platform at 25, awesome. Look to see if we can see a sign. And then we got a 628 sign at the very end of the platform. So we're going to aim to stop there. There we go. So guys, I did decide not to speak for a while, just so you guys could enjoy the game. We're now at Hell Green, creeping up to the end of the platform where you can see the S sign. We are running on schedule, so that is a good thing. As you can see, perfect parking. And after this station, I do believe it is Widnes, then Sankey, and then Warrington. So we've only got 7 miles to go and 3 more stations to arrive at. Okay guys, coming up to Widnes. We are Widnes, sorry. We are, I believe that is a, oh there it is. Just keep turning up a tad because I did brake a bit too hard there. There's the signs. There we go. Another station sorted. We're on a perfect run today, I must say so myself. So we're coming up to Sankey for Penrith. Penketh. Not sure how to pronounce that one. Rolling into platform 2 at 78 miles per hour probably wouldn't be a good idea, so we're going to drop off the accelerator, start applying the brake. We are technically about 30 seconds late, however, or will be 30 seconds late. However, they do allow a minute each way. Sorry, a minute over each way, obviously, before fines start being thrown out. Yeah, because the train services get fined if they are late. They get fined by the train companies if it's a train fault. So if there's something wrong with the train, if something's gone on with the train, if the driver's just late because he's decided to take it 20 miles per hour the whole route, then the train driver, sorry, not the train driver, the train company will get fined. Network Rail get fined if it's a problem with the tracks, because it's their duty to fix the tracks overnight and to make sure there is no problems ready for the next day. If there are problems for the next day, then they do get fined. And it's usually either one of those two who get fined. It's either the train companies or Network Rail who get fined, and that helps the trains run basically, because it encourages the train companies to make sure their trains are on time, to make sure, otherwise they get fined by a third party. Not sure who they are, but they fine either the train company or Network Rail. So after this station stop at Sankey for Penketh, we're going to Warrington in about 2.5 miles. I'm going to take the brakes off. It's been pretty much a clear run today, or in fact it has been a clear run on the aspects. Which you don't always see, but you know, it's a benefit, I suppose. So that alarm is to, it's an AWS ramp alarm, and it's to signify that there's a speed limit change ahead. Obviously it's going from an 85 down to a 50. Because it's a rapid speed change, they put an AWS ramp in there to notify the drivers. So as you can see, the 50 miles per hour limit board has just appeared to the left of the railway. Then as we pass this 50 mile per hour board, as soon as we hit it, the speed limit will be 50 as we approach into Warrington, and then well, we should be okay because we're going 49, so there it is. Speed up just a tad. Obviously we've got a 40 mile per hour limit coming up ahead now. And then there's a 75 mile per hour limit coming up ahead, but unfortunately we got Warrington Central Platform 1 to arrive into, so we will not be going 75 miles per hour, I can tell you that for sure. As we come into the station, we're going to apply a little bit of braking. Going to aim for that 25 mile per hour limit again. Each train is very different in the way you brake and then the power that you apply, the miles per hour that you put on the clock as you hit the platform. With this train and this route, I have played quite a lot of it, so I would deem myself as an expert in playing it. However, obviously, if you was to do a high-speed train on this route, for example, you wouldn't be hitting the train platform at 25 miles per hour. It would have to be something as if like 15 maybe, just because it's a heavier train and it's more powerful, and therefore it. Stop here. There we go. Perfect. It's a more heavier train, so it's going to take longer to brake. So what we're going to do now, because this is our last platform, we're going to put the reverser into neutral. We're going to turn the headlights off, and then we are going to put the power down to step 1. We have to keep the engine running. The engine on all trains does stay running unless they are being put in a siding, for example. So great job. You complete your final stop at Warrington Central. It was a busy shift, but everything went well. There you go, guys. That's how you drive a train on the Liverpool to Manchester Piccadilly via Warrington Central route. That did take us about 30 minutes to do. This video is going to be about 45 minutes long. I do apologise for that being so long. It's going to be a pain uploading that, but nevertheless, thank you very much for watching. Please remember to leave a like on the video so I can know whether I need to do more of these videos because you like them so much. Leave a comment about what you've liked and what you've disliked about the video, and subscribe because you want to see so much more. Thank you very much for watching. Peace out.